approximately 5:30 on the west and 8:30 on the east. And big news this morning, we have a superstar joining us all the way from Florida, New York, the one and only Mr. Alex Lambrinides. Let's give
Good
Alex a
morning.
Good morning.
quick love. What up, right there.
Appreciate you guys. It's the
Dude,
28th.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
the 28th. Okay, well, I'm way behind schedule. Then I
You're
guess
li-
we're even closer to the huge.
You're
That
living
is
in Friday.
Live in the
That's
now.
outstanding. Live in the now.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, first and foremost, we want to say thank you for joining us and taking the time. I know it's early, and as someone who's been there at 8:30 or 8:30 on a not Monday morning, but been there at 8:30, watching the comings and goings of people popping in at WCR and at Zero's warehouse in New York is quite impressive. It starts the trick.
Yeah,
It starts the
it's
trickle effect with you and your brother, and then all of a sudden other people start trickling in, and 8:30 is a zoo.
it's really, it kind of hums around 8:30 here. We're definitely, just kind of at a peak season, but we're still very well staffed here. It's still printers going crazy, the orders are rolling in, so it's a good Monday morning.
Now, on a typical Monday, how many? I know you collect all your orders from Friday after 5 p.m. until Monday morning. How many? What's a good guesstimate on what you typically see on a Monday for orders to fulfill?
Yeah, so the printer just keeps printing all weekend long. Obviously, Monday morning, you got to come back in and refill the paper, empty the tray, all that good stuff. I think last Monday we did just under 800 orders.
Wow.
But there is also a sale going on this weekend, or that was going on this weekend, still happening today, 15% off all zero gear. But we'll probably be between 8 and 900 orders to fulfill today.
Fun. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
it is
packing.
fun. Honestly, you got to have stuff to do around here. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
that with anything. So the more, the merrier.
And guys like to
Yeah.
be in their zone when they're focused on fulfilling, taping, and
Yes.
labeling,
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Idle
So we got
hands
our,
at the devil's playground.
yeah, we've already got our pickers rolling around with their carts, filling things up, and then they're going to start getting the triple check process queued up, and then off to the races from there.
So
Very
one
cool.
of the things that I noticed while I was there was how efficient and how kind of calm and serene it was for such a large. You would think that because there's so many people bustling around and making a bunch of noise and bunch of metal and guys and gals all bumping into each other, you would think that it would be kind of unorganized, not necessarily unorganized, but a little chaotic, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people work with a little chaos is good. When I was there, it seemed to be just like seriously, like a great constant, like you said, kind of like a low hum.
Mhm.
Now, is that by design? Is that just because everybody's just gets it? What is the deal? How is it like that?
I think it's just kind of everyone just kind of gets it. It's a very laid back work environment. We try not to make it too stressful. It certainly is at times, obviously, people doing a lot of different roles, and they're all important. So stress is a factor, but everyone just kind of gets in their groove, does their thing. There's not a ton of just like downtime and chit chat. It's just kind of move forward, move forward, move forward. And for the most part, it's pretty laid back here. And like you said, when people come in the building, they are shocked at how quiet it is in here. And it's also kind of like we have fostered that because we are in one big building. We have warehouse and office in under one roof, and there's no walls or divides. It's all like open communication. We try to keep this half a little bit quieter so the people working up front, thinking and making decisions have a little bit more peace and quiet.
Well said. And definitely it was something that I noticed immediately. As you know, we've spent a little bit of time together and my voice, it's always like at an 8 or a 10. I have kids in my house and I guess maybe I'm hard of hearing or something. So everything that I say comes out loud. And I felt like I was like screaming at people when I was there. And then when I went and hung out with Sean Hart, and he's basically the same as I am, he's like, no, it's them. They're all quiet. We're normal. And I told him, I think that we're the odd ones and everybody else is actually normal. So
It
what
just
define
depends where you
normal?
are.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
So as I mentioned to you earlier, or I've you and I have spent some time together.
Mhm.
Deeds didn't have the same trip that I got, so he had put together some questions I think that inquiring minds might want to know.
Lay
D,
it
do you
on me.
have any of those off the top of your head?
Yeah, just
Especially that
basically
you
like
want.
what's one of the best selling scrubber sleeves for like a 18 inch, which is like a very popular that you just fly off the shelves.
Etaray Pro Plus.
Ederate Pro Plus. All
We
right.
have hundreds in stock. It's easy to run out of stock. They just sell, sell, sell. It's it's not a generic sleeve by any stretch, but it's got the reputation of just being a good quality sleeve. They hold up. They hold a lot of water. You got Eteray's name behind it. It's white and blue, so it kind of goes with everything. Because people may shy away from something like I'm looking behind you that's just red or just white or green. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's a simple color. So Etaray Pro
Nice.
Plus, number one. If I
Very
had to just
cool.
pull it out of without any data, just going from feel, Pro Plus.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, check that out. I'll check that out this week. Um, what's another one? What's it like working with your brother? You know, you're
Uh,
kind of blessed to be able to see and spend time with him daily or so. What's it
yeah,
like? I mean,
now it's routine. Been doing it for 20 something years together, so
mm,
it's just kind of there. And we definitely uh, complement each other, and it's good.
cool. I just say that because I got brothers in two other states. So I always wondered like what it'd be like working under the same roof with family. Now I know how that is, but like with a
You
brother,
get
it'd be
to you
interesting.
can read each other very easily,
Nice. So there's
and
Know
no,
when it's time,
it's
know
hard
when
to
it's time
argue.
to separate.
yeah, exactly. You can he can feel my mood, I can feel his mood.
Yin and yang, I would assume. Good and
Totally.
bad on both ends. Yeah. Neat.
One of the things that I didn't realize as much, like the roles that you guys play, right? You just
Mhm.
imagine people like, I don't know, I can't really speak for everybody, but I kind of just imagine you guys are just the bosses, right? But you guys both have something that you're both really good at. Like I know that you're more on the product side. Like pretty much everything, like product wise. Like
Mhm.
you know the difference between the specs on everything and why things are why and why you put the clips on the sorbo on the bottom as opposed to the middle. And is that by design or is that just something that you are naturally better at? I know a lot of times sometimes as humans, as people, we tend to lean into things that we're better at. Is
Yeah.
it something that you're good at or is it something that you became good at?
Probably something I became good at. He became really good at building systems and just systemizing everything and growing and exploding. He's always pushing. Uh, I was more of the like hands-on product knowledge, doing sales for many years too. Like, I've done everything under the roof here, just every job imaginable, including selling. So I just got to know everything aside from just using it.
Cool.
Got it. Does Here's a quick question then too. Uh, if you guys were to have a window cleaning battle, like a squeegee off, right? Which one of you would win? Who's the better window
Me
cleaner?
all day, me.
He said all day me. I believe that one. I'm gonna take your word for it.
I think he's been on record saying he's a crappy window cleaner.
Hey, but sometimes you don't have to be a good window cleaner to be a good boss, right?
That's why he built the business. He worked in it and then he built it.
Yep. Very
Now,
nice.
you guys have been hands off of the actual window cleaning business for how many years now?
That business was sold in 2014, so 11 years. Wow. Yeah.
That's a long time, man. And does it feel
Yeah.
good to be separated from that and now just making sure that we all have all of our gear and or do you miss that aspect?
No, I don't really miss it. I mean, it was great being in both worlds for so long because
Hmm.
it just helped tremendously in this business. I think that's what helped set us apart from our competitors early on. Um,
Oh,
but no,
your customers.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I had actually kind of stepped back from the window cleaning, um, probably about a year, almost 2 years earlier. I was really not involved in it, and I was just showing up and doing WCR in the morning.
Awesome. So you had mentioned earlier too that today's the 28th. That means
Hmm.
in less than a month, a lot of people are headed to Nashville for the huge convention. The last year in Nashville, I hear, Are you, I know WCR is attending. Are you attending? And if so, what is something that
No.
you're looking forward to?
I am going to be there. And like every event I go to, I look forward to just being around people. The event itself is cool, but going away, like all aspects of this is fun. Checking into the hotel, seeing who you recognize in the lobby, seeing how many WCR shirts you see at check-in. Because I spotted you last year with I think it was a Chris Wilson shirt on. So like that, I just get excited as soon as you kind of get there. Leave the airport, see who you're going to run into. That's my big thing with all these events. Has always just been who you meet, the maintain the relationships you've been able to maintain through all those years. And then once the show starts, it is just kind of hectic. The actual show to me is I don't know, maybe like not the least fun, but it's not the most exciting fun thing because the show is you're on your feet all day, you're talking, you're saying the same things over again, you're trying to engage people to get them to find out about you. But I do still love these events. Um, I've taken a couple years off here and there, but I'm back at the huge. I'm looking forward to being in another venue as well. Nashville's cool, Nashville's great, but let's get the hell out of Nashville. We've been there for like 4 or 5 years now. So
Yeah.
looking forward to a new backdrop for all these people.
As somebody who used to be a big part of the Huge, and I guess you were a part owner of the Huge at one point, correct?
Not me personally, no, but Chris
Okay.
was.
But so you were involved for a long time. And if you had to say, or if you could pick one city, where would you love to see the Huge?
Oof, where would I like to see the huge? So the tough thing about any event is you have to have it in a strategic location. There's so many places that I haven't been that are probably awesome, but I would do a better job rattling off places not to go.
Got it.
You know, um, Orlando is fun and easy to get to, but it's not one of my favorite places. We went to the IWC had a show in Galveston, Texas, a year or two ago, and that was brutal. It was 45 minutes from an airport. There wasn't a lot to do once you got there. You were kind of literally on an island. It wasn't the best thing. Um, but it's really as long as you can get as many people there as possible. Atlanta was great for that because who can't get a flight into Atlanta? Nobody. There's major arteries that flow in and out of Atlanta too, so a nice, easy place to go to.
Right on. Deeds, I know you have some more questions. Let's get you flowing real quick.
Oh, shit. I can't think of anything really. Yeah. I think I
We
was
were
reading
so
somewhere you're a huge fan of Legos, right?
Yeah, I don't know where
Do
that
the
slipped out, but yeah, I am like I definitely love doing
squeeze your lip, I
Legos.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, TJ and I were talking about it. Yeah. I always have been ever since I was a kid. I had a ton of the little, mom buy me something, the little cheap Lego sets. It's like a little building
Yep.
and a pirate you put together, all the way to like, the big kind of Robin Hood setups of the 90s. So yeah, if I had more time and a little bit more space to display some stuff, I would definitely be building more, but I find it very it's just therapeutic. You're just kind of looking at
Sure.
directions, counting, building this and that.
Neat.
Yeah,
Well, the
kind of
reason I
a little
mentioned it,
guilty pleasure.
yeah, the reason I mentioned it because my son has now got the Lego fever. I used to be into Connect, so I had like the Big Ball
Oh,
Factory and
sure.
stuff.
Yep, yep.
But my son, we've built most of the Mario like compound, like all the
Oh, wow.
additional little sets. So it's really neat to watch, and it's really fun when you can't find like that little yellow piece with the flap on it, and you got to search through the box of
And
extras
you
and all that.
swear you're missing it, but it's just kind of like under the directions, maybe.
Yeah, it's on the floor behind the chair. You know, it's like damn it. But
Yeah, the
I'm
the
living that
last
right
thing
now.
last thing I built was the house from Home Alone. From
Hmm.
again,
Oh,
just
that's rad.
growing up in the 90s, like I loved Home Alone. My kids love Home Alone now. And obviously, I
Cool.
still like Legos, but yeah, big house, it opens up, the roof comes off, all kinds of stuff.
Kevin. Awesome.
So Alex, we got Damien online, we have Charles Smith online, John Magdos, Adam Hogan, Mark Tanner, all the homies,
Morning,
uh
guys.
Sam Emerson, everybody's calling or popping in to say good morning and what up. You
Good
want to tell
morning.
everybody, yeah, they're all in joining us. We want to also say thank you to you and Chris for being so supportive for us. Mark and I came up with this idea uh, after the IWCA in Vegas. Hey, let's have some coffee and see if anybody joins us, and let's try to start our days off on the right foot. We let you and Chris know that this is something that we were going to do, and you guys were super supportive. And instead of being like, "Hey,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, not you." The brothers were super
No,
supportive.
I said thank you.
But
Thank you to
so
that.
anyways, they, we can't thank you guys enough for how supportive you and Zero have been for giving us a forum and a place to meet and hang out and visit and get shit off our chest. And it's just when I first started coming into pro window cleaning, I didn't really feel like I felt like I had a place to belong, right? Like
Mhm.
I was just a residential window cleaner. There's a bunch of all these what we consider pro window cleaners, right? Or
Yeah, yeah,
what some of us think are really pro window cleaners. I'd already had like 15 years under my belt or some shit, but at the same point, I still didn't think that I was a pro or
yeah.
like what makes me different than or why are these guys a pro and I am not, right? So I felt like I was kind of like in my own little spot. Well, as the years progress and whatnot, and times keep flowing and whatever. And we have this great forum for other guys like me, like Deeds, like Damien, like everybody to just come and chill and start our days off. And we just, like I said, we couldn't thank you and Chris enough for providing such a cool environment for us to do this.
Totally. You're welcome. And thank you for like choosing our space and environment to be like yourself to bring
Well, dude,
good things to.
it's so this whole experience for me kind of started, at the huge 2 years ago. I was so nervous when I went the first time. I didn't talk to really any other window cleaners, right? I was just kind of rolling solo. I actually hung out with Jersey just a tiny bit. Like I just wanted to, my goal was to meet him, and then my goal was to meet Richie. And I realized shortly after that Richie doesn't typically do these things, right? And so I was kind of just like a fly on the wall, trying to learn as much as I could. Then the second year, I kind of took into plan what it is that I had thought about doing over a whole year. And as I'm walking out through the lobby, I see you walk in with Chris and with Frank Grave. And I knew that if I didn't acknowledge you guys right then and there, and then also like take a leap of faith in myself and do what I plan to do, and that was try to interview and talk to as many people as I could, that I was
Yep, I
never going to
remember.
do it, and I was never going to have the fortitude or the sack to do it, right?
Mhm.
So
Models.
I rolled up on Frank and you and your brother, and I was like, "Hey guys," and Frank, of course, we all remember what Frank was like. Um,
Big
but
personality.
yeah, but it was just like it felt like as soon as I spoke to you guys and went forward with what I had planned on doing, it felt like a weight was lifted off my chest. It felt like I really was in a place where I did belong, and I was happy as punch. And now it's just less than 3 weeks away to come up. And in that year, since all that has happened, I've had so many wonderful, glorious things that have happened in my life. And a lot of it's thanks to window cleaning and these forums. So
I think
um
it's the community as a whole. Like, you mentioned the pro window cleaning, like it can be toxic at times, obviously, but like at the same time, you find out it's a decent community full of good people. And that helps.
that's exactly what I was getting at too. And it's like,
Yeah.
look, there are a lot of things that go on in not only just the window cleaning community, but in our society in general. So it's what we've been trying to accomplish so far so good. Trying to get people to start things off on the right foot early in the mornings, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Originally it was going to be Mondays, and then it was Mondays and Fridays, like a recap of the week. But the response that we've been getting is can't say huge because we don't have like a ton of people popping in, but the response that we're getting is phenomenal, and it does make us feel good. And the fact that other people are telling us, "Hey, keep up the good work," it means a lot to us. Now, I don't know if you've had a chance to catch any of our episodes, but do you have any pointers, any words of wisdom, anything that you think that maybe we could touch on, maybe we can do to get more involved in the crowd and get things
Or
popping?
organically, more people will just see you come on and want to watch and get to know you and get to know you and just feel more connected with you. So the best thing I can say is just consistency. Keep doing it. That's
Cool.
what it is. Just become a staple of this time and place. Jersey's a great example of that. forgive me, Jersey, I don't know the number, but he's been for years
800
consistently not
episodes. Yeah.
missing. Yeah, that's insane. Not missing a Friday. He
Yep.
works his butt off, and then like the icing on the cake on top of all the work is this show and the prep he does for it and releasing it consistently the same day. He's not missed a Friday in years.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So
That's
consistency
dedication there.
that builds a brand with any brand.
Thank you.
So that
He's somebody that I admire greatly. Like there's all of you bring something different and unique to the table. And as I've had more time to continue to grow in this industry and grow in the rooms, um, whether you guys like it or not, or whether you understand or not, you all are mentors in one way or of another, one way, shape, or form. And what I try to do is make sure that I'm learning from all of the best. And Jersey, by far, one of the best.
yeah, he's hard to beat. He's just a hard worker.
The knowledge that he passes down to, like little nuggets, is phenomenal. And I try to not berate him with questions and or needs or requests, because I know that he handles 900 calls in a week and handles, I don't know how many minutes per month he's on the phone, but I know it's insane.
Yeah.
And the amount of requests that guys like he, Steve-O, Zane, John Lee, these guys go through a lot. And it seems like, a salesman job would be easy, but there's a lot more to it.
It sounds easy, but yeah, it is. It can be a very slow grind.
For sure. How how do you guys go about looking for people to fill roles in the warehouse and or sales positions?
Oh, warehouse, it's all just through Indeed. Just applicants coming through Indeed. Get a lot, and thank God we have a really good warehouse manager who has taken on this past year of sorting through those, interviewing, doing callbacks or second interviews. He really fell into that, and it's a tough, stressful gig because we go from not slow, but slow season to busy season. It's almost like a light switch. It's a very short takeoff. So you got to get this place staffed with capable people that are going to show up and be here on time in a really short amount of time. And then
Gotcha.
as
I
far
can
as sales positions with WCR, Jersey handles that. He just will keep his eye out for people all the time. And he always has feelers out for people. If you'd be interested in doing something, we'd love to have you on board. With the sales gigs for WCR, people, I think, underestimate how it takes time to build up your name and brand to become someone trusted that people in the community want to reach out to and feel comfortable having you handle that order and go off your expertise. So it's a very slow build.
Gotcha.
Sure.
And that, that's funny that you said that, because one of the reasons I said earlier in this conversation was I had two goals in mind on my first huge. One, get my hands physically in touch and feel and have somebody smarter than me, Jersey, tell me about the machine and why it's better. I'm not a video watcher. It doesn't work for me that way. I can't watch
Sure.
Steve-O 58 times and have him tell me that this is how the machine works, right? But if I walk up to someone and someone tells me that this is how it works and is face to face with me and they shake my hand, I'm gonna probably take their word. So
Yeah.
that same trip, I did buy a machine off of Jersey, and I can plug him whenever I need him, right? And that to me was a feeling of comfort, like hey, I know this guy knows his stuff, and if I have any issues, it was like I just knew it was going to be all good.
Yeah,
So
and you get to know, you get to feel that like this person's not going to screw me over. Like you're building a relationship with them.
no, it's a
Yep.
trust thing. You're absolutely right, 100%. We did have somebody that asked a question real quick, and I don't know because you're not involved in this aspect, but Johnny Kimmel says, is Wagtail at the Huge this year? Are you
No,
aware?
no, they've only come to the huge one time. They are 100% based out of Australia, so it's a big haul for them. And for me to go to Australia, for any vendor to go to a country where maybe your products are sold but you're not based out of, it's a huge expense. So no, they're not going to go there. But if you do go to thehugeconvention.com, you can find a map um, of the trade show floor, and you can click on any booth. It tells you who the attendee is. There's a picture there, but click on it, you can see their website, phone numbers, emails, all that stuff.
A couple more quick questions because I know that you said you only had about 20 minutes and we've already gone
All
a little
good.
over. But Wagtail, I haven't
Mhm.
even had an opportunity to use it. Why do people? What's an upside of that?
So Wagtail was really the first to nail down what they call the orbit, which now you may call a pivot, a swivel, or whatnot. There were swivel handles, like Unger's had the swivel lock for many, many years, but Wagtail had this very rounded out piece, and it really kept a good range of motion that you could achieve through twisting the pole. And they grabbed people who wanted to try something different early on. Almost like a DIYer kind of person that we know that window cleaning's got a lot of. Um, it's got its place. It's definitely not, number one, number two, number three, but it's like a cult classic. It's got its following, its diehards that really love Wagtail products. Um, I've said this for many, many years since we've been selling Wagtail. It's a little frustrating selling Wagtail because it's a small company. They can pivot very easily, and a
Yeah,
lot of their stuff comes in different almost every shipment.
that could be a real pain in the ass and logistics nightmare, I assume.
Yeah, because you have to realize, is it different from what's on the website now? That does it have to go back to e-commerce to get an updated description, updated photos? So it's a little bit of a challenge, but smaller company they make a good tool, and it works well if you like that kind of tool.
D, do you have any more questions for our main man? I have about three
Any
more.
okay? Any huge convention hacks? Anything the window
Yes,
cleaner should know before or after checking into the huge?
that was one of
Uh,
mine.
Wear comfy shoes. The place is enormous. Don't try to break them in there. It's almost like going to Disney. You're going to be walking a lot. Um, find out where the bathrooms are. Carry an extra bottle of water on you, and just be open-minded. Just don't be don't hesitate to go up and talk to somebody, whether it's just somebody you want to meet or someone standing in a booth that you want to know about. Just go up and talk to people. It makes everyone's day a lot better if everyone just communicates, and it's just, hey, open. I'm here to learn. I'm here to meet people. Tell me what you do.
Hey,
Cool.
Alex,
Thank you.
when's the last time you hit a breakout session when you were there?
I'm trying to think the last thing I sat in on. It's been a number of years.
It's
Honestly, it's a nice break when those breakout sessions happen and the trade show kind of dies down.
Mhm.
That's when everyone working the show can either walk the show themselves, um, sit down behind your banner for a minute, drink some extra water. So it's been a number of years since I've gone to one of the classes.
The reason I was asking is because the last 2 years, it's been freezing in there, right? Like I freeze my ass off in there. So you were asking about a hack deeds. One of them is bring a light or a long sleeve, something light sweater or long sleeve, because in some of those convention rooms and that
Yeah,
main area where they do the opening ceremony or whatever it is, you freeze your ass off. At
Yeah.
least I did, but I'm from Arizona, so what the hell do I know? So, and
I'm
Damien,
always hot, so that wouldn't happen to
Yeah.
me.
yeah, see, Damien says just be
Yeah.
yourself, and that's another one that definitely definitely helps. So
Yeah.
um
I've been going to these shows since 2005, I think was my first one. So yeah, just be yourself. You'll meet people that you'll come to know for 20 plus years, hopefully.
this is for sure. This is for sure. Um anything else you want to hit on real quick before we let you out of here?
Come by and see us. We've got two booths there. Zero Products has a booth and WCR has a booth. We are back to back. It's a nice big space. You can't miss us. As soon as you walk in the event hall doors, we are one of the first vendors you're gonna see. So come by. We're gonna have John Lee. John Lee is
I'm just gonna
OG.
ask who's gonna be joining you this year.
John Lee, number one, he is a OG with
Woo-woo!
windowcleaner.com, window cleaning resource. We've been doing shows with John Lee since 2009. Met John 2008. So John Lee, Austin Grubbs is going to be there. Zane is going to be there. Steve-O, the window
Cool.
cleaner, and Mr. Jersey Josh is going to be there as well. And yours truly.
Cool.
So we,
Can't wait to
Yep.
see you guys.
I will tell
Absolutely,
you,
likewise.
I've had the opportunity to sit in with John in the morning and get to pick his brain just a little tiny bit. And just to gleam off of him a little bit has been wonderful. Doesn't like I have to open up the ears and make sure that I'm listening to when he's spitting knowledge because it's always wonderful. And it's not about work or window cleaning. It's about
Oh
life.
no.
And
John's been around. John
that's
knows
one of
it.
my favorite parts of the actual show. So I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Looks like the Huge popped on to say good morning to us as well. They said can't wait to see WCR and Zero at the Huge.
Thank you.
So
Likewise.
I'm not sure if that's Sid or one of his people, but we're looking forward to seeing all them as well. Thanks for your time. I know it's
Absolutely.
early and we appreciate you hugely. Whoever just said from the Huge said John and I look like it must be Sid. He said John and I look like twins separated at birth. So yes, that was Sid. And
That's pretty accurate.
Danny DeVito.
so
Yeah.
so speaking of Sid, real quick before we let you go, Alex, he's going to be our guest on Wednesday's show, and I have one more pass to give out for the Huge. So people jump on Wednesday, come check us out. Deeds, do you have anything else you want to say, or anybody else you want to give a shout out to, or?
Oh, Squeegee Tom, thanks for the merch. He ordered some shirts through me, and they came out fantastic. So Squeegee Tom, thank you
Awesome.
very much, Tom Wilson, and thanks to Zero and Alex and Chris. You guys rock. Thanks for all your support for the window cleaners and your daily giveaways, and the window cleaner relief fund is pretty awesome. So keeping up the great work.
Thank you. And thank you guys for doing this, putting this together, having me on and just doing this all the time. And please keep doing it. It'll pay off and people are going to love it.
You know what?
Cool, thank you.
One of the things that you mentioned in this quick little shout that we had was consistency. And we're trying our damnedest to make sure that we're here for the community. We want to make sure that our friends, the entire community, know that we're here for them. We often talk about tools and things like that, but in all honesty, it's more about just being there for our friends and having a place to come and visit, get shit off your chest if you got it. If you need a place to vent or you need a place to emote, we're here for you. But we just want to have some fun and make sure that everybody has a great week. And I can honestly say it couldn't be a better way to start our week than having you join us. It means a ton. Is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, I don't know. There's too many people. It's early. I appreciate the entire community. You mentioned, having this environment for people to do this, and that's really what we want. We just want a supportive environment where people can just have fun and do their thing. And I'm just really grateful for everybody. So thank you so much.
You got it.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your week, Alex. I hope everybody has a great week, that they change their
change the
rubbers,
rubbers.
their passion buckets are full. Deeds, if I talked too much today and didn't let you get any in, I apologize. Magdos is busting
We're
my
good.
balls.
We're cool.
All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
See everybody. Let's do it again soon.
Bye-bye now.
You got it.
We'll do.
See you guys.